Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. Good to see ya.
And I'm Candace Bailey.
Yes, you are.
We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
On the old program today, we're going to talk to dead people.
Woo!
Ghost Kid Evan Peters is here live from American Horror Story. And your time on Earth is precious, right? So you deserve the best indie games to waste it. We'll kick the tires on the dual stick shooter Zombie Apocalypse Never Say Die. They're so excited for the segment. How could we not do it?
I know. And the Asian underground is filled with martial arts, sex, and nudity. That's why Chris Gore and Jeff Long hang out there. They'll review the latest and greatest in Asian cinema.
Sensei, it's awkward when you watch. Just weird close-up of a dude in the dojo. What, do I have Doritos in my teeth? All right. Get it out.
No,
Take it out. It's Cool Ranch. It's for a bit later. Spoiler. I'll get it. You read the next thing that's coming up, and I'll.
Use this.
Okay. Well, I don't know where that's been.
It's been on my hands. I wiped my Dorito hands off, and then I use this to
So you
wipe
want me to
that
use
off.
your dusty Dorito rag to get the Doritos out of my teeth?
No. I have another rag under there that's a dusty Dorito rag. Anyways, plus, the Gadgetron Holiday Gift Guide continues with a review of Samsung Slim web-enabled widescreen HD TV. Let's see what the day's headlines are while Kevin's getting that thing out of his tooth.
We got a team of people
Hi.
over here who cannot confirm. Oh, hey. All right, where's the camera? Hey.
Let me see.
No one's?
It
I
looks
get
good.
it?
You got it. All right,
Actually,
smile
Sarah got it
away.
off camera. Thanks for that, sweetheart.
Ew.
With my tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up in the feed, we'll have details on Google's answer to Apple's Siri. And tell you how you can steal yourself an original Banksy. Woo! See you guys in a bit.
Thanks, Sarah. I'm so excited.
You ever stolen anything?
I have.
Other than a heart?
No, I've stolen.
What have you stolen?
I stole from the local Fred Meyer in our town, which is like, I don't know.
Is that the name of a
Walmart
local
type place.
person in your town?
No, it's like the grocery store where you can also buy like clothes and automotive and stuff like that.
It's like a Walmart,
You
she
can get
said.
fireworks, guns, or produce.
But I'd go and I'd steal like underwear and like tanning oil and eyeliner. I'd go in bring it all in the dressing room and then stick it all over my body and then walk out the store.
How?
I did.
And you were how old at the time? 25?
Oh, I was like 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't excuse it at all. That's a terrible thing to do.
Why?
Terrible thing to do.
Have you ever stolen?
I stole a pencil once on accident from a store in the mall and broke into tears by the time we reached the fountain, the mall fountain. I went, oh, hey, Mom, I saw this. Oh, my God, what have I done? And ran back to the store and put the pencil back on the shelf.
That's all? See,
I'm
I
so
would think
street.
you would have stolen everything.
I'm so street.
You are.
Yeah.
You're really
Oh, I steal music and movies on the internet every day. Don't get me wrong. But that's not really stealing because you're just making a copy of it, right? Settle down. No one's losing their job. SOPA. What about you?
No.
You've never stolen?
I mean, maybe something from my sister, but does that really count?
No, your sister's an evil person. She deserves it. She deserves everything.
Yeah, no.
Wow, so I think we established that Sarah is the
Sarah's the
only
thief.
the only thief amongst us.
I'm the bad
You're
girl
the
in the
terrible
group. Yeah,
You're the terrible
Do you have a
human
chain wallet?
I did.
You're such a rebel.
I did for
knew
a
it.
second, and my
did.
no fear shirt and my baggy jeans with boxers hanging out.
No
Did you
fear.
really?
I did.
Wow.
And I wore jellies with all of that. The jelly shoes.
I used to wear
That's horrible. Pretty
Junko
hot.
or pipe jeans with the 32 inchers around my shoe, and then I would wear sandals with socks on them, like socks.
That was the look back then.
Yeah.
My
Not on me.
sister and I wore matching outfits till I was 12. And I had big bows in my head.
Let's just go around the net. Let's just go now, please.
They're huge.
And number 5 today, we got a bike trick.
We call this one the triple McOops.
Get out the way, get out the way.
frosted their face?
It's probably one of those 555 Accidentes attorneys who's just very excited. He knows something out his hand.
Probably.
I used to BMX,
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet.
and then I took an arrow to the knee. It's the only good thing Skyrim has given us.
So you say you like that? You like that now? Skyrim?
But seriously, goodbye, Face. He will miss you. Sad.
Maybe they should make a bike helmet for your jaw.
Yeah? Or pads for your dignity.
Nah?
Either way.
Yeah. Our number 4 video captures one of the Great White North's most dignifying pastimes, hockey fights.
No fans of hockey fights here? Yeah. I love it. Wow, that seemed genuine. This is hockey is a game that Canadians play. We refer to it as slapstick. But this particular slapstick event was given a bit of Russian flair.
That's horrible. Those boys have to learn that fighting doesn't solve anything.
Au contraire, Candace Bailey. In Russia, fighting is a valuable life skill. There you go. I believe you stand corrected.
And terrified.
Yes. It's
Yes.
okay. They were Russian.
Oh, that makes it all better.
Exactly. Look, live television is a magical place for some, where people often say things that they instantly regret. Candace?
I wouldn't know anything about that. And for the best bloopers, you're going to have to go to the semi-professionals of the local news. Here's a great Freudian slip from Denver 9's news.
We'll toss it back to you guys. And Aaron, again, congratulations on your big Hooters. Hoosiers win.
You said what?
Wow, that was a slip of the tongue.
What was that again?
The Hoosiers who won.
You two.
Whoa, goodness me. Whoa. That was inappropriate. It's not the first tongue slip that those Hooters have seen, am I right? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, guys?
Why are men so obsessed with boobs?
Because they're boobs. It's great. They're fun to talk about. Whenever a man is talking about boobs, they can talk about exactly
excuse
what
me.
they're thinking. See, there's no distractions. Ask me what I'm thinking about right now.
What are you thinking about right
Them
now?
boobs.
Me too!
Oh.
In at number 2 is a web series adaptation of a Twitter account.
I wish I could hear Alan's direction on that. Let's get up close on them tatas. Okay, and now let's go ahead and cut to 2. What did you say? I'm sorry, you said something to set up a clip. I'll react to that.
Twitter.
An adaptation of a Twitter account. Yes, here's the thing. This video that you're about to see accurately captures nature's strangest creations.
Do you know anything about computers? What's wrong with my computer? Hey, are you near a computer? Can you read this and see if it makes sense? Can you look something up for me? Could you do me a huge favor? Could you do me a huge favor? Could you not do that, please? Could you pass me that blanket? Could you turn it up a bit? Sorry, can you just turn it down a little bit? Oh, I had such a good sleep. I had to get up at like 6 this morning. Reach in my bag. Go to my purse. What's my password? Listen to this email. Shut up.
That was more educational than Carl Sagan's Cosmos. It really was.
That video is full of crap.
Really?
Yeah. What? I'm hungry.
Yeah. Still ahead, we have a fun tribute to the hills. Today's number 1 is next. Stick over. Are you just gonna eat those for the rest of the show? Okay. Candace. Today's number 1 item ad from 2008.
You have never seen a man quite like.
You've seen that before?
No.
Is that like a self-loving gay porn intro or something? Because that's. It looks like that's where it's going. I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
It's a viral ad for the Fox sitcom New Girl.
No idea what that is.
Okay, and it's a shot-for-shot remake of the opening credits of The Hills.
Okay. Candace, hills are geographic features. Okay, they don't have opening credits. I mean, they may have eyes, but that's about it.
I know your ears work, but does your brain understand anything that I just said, Kevin?
Shut up.
Never mind. A few days ago, we asked you what you would do with Santa's superpowers.
Okay, first of all, ew. Second of all, you're all perverts.
Ew.
If I had Santa's superpowers, me and Blitzen would go and do the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs, effectively making Han Solo my bitch. Better, I just every chick on the planet.
Boobies, 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 boobies.
Yeah, if I had superpowers of Santa Claus, I would probably use the door. Yeah, I can't fit through the chimney. I'm too fat. Awkward.
Boobies, 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 boobies.
If I had Santa Claus's superpowers, I would sneak into every terrorist in the world's house down their chimney, and I would brush my cane with their toothbrush. And then I would poop upper deck every one of the toilets in their house. That's what I would do with Santa Claus's powers.
Boobies, 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 boobies. How long does this message last? Boobies, 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 boobies.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the demo. Hey, fight for control over the galaxy! Or a dumb old tower.
It's
Either
time
way.
for Indie Games.
I know, we all need to get into the holiday spirit and buy gifts for our loved ones. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't treat yourself to these cheap indie games. First up, sharpen that sword and dust off your spellbook. It's time to save your castle with Dungeon Defenders. In this tower defense action RPG, your dungeon is being overrun by monsters, and you must stop them by building towers and smiting them. Choose between one of 4 classes, ranging from the spell-slinging apprentice to the blade-swinging squire. You'll have to set traps and build structures to stop waves of orcs and goblins from destroying your power core. As you stop each wave, you gain experience that will upgrade your character's stats and powers, as well as open new towers and upgrades. However, the real draw is co-op. As you get to the advanced levels, you'll need to team up and strategize with your buddies as battles will become frenetic and furious. So crush your enemies and see them driven before you with Dungeon Defenders on Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network for just 15 bones. But if you prefer your enemies to be of the undead variety,
Less pew-pew, more pew-pew.
you'll want to dig up the top-down, shoot-'em-up Zombie Apocalypse Never Die Alone. In this dual-stick shooter, you and 3 other survivors must fight through the hordes of the undead to find safety. Does it sound familiar? But unlike its first-person counterpart, Zombie Apocalypse focuses on the individual strengths that each character brings. Whether you prefer the shotgun-wielding priest with healing powers, or the machine-gun-toting geek with quad damage power-up,
Skills.
you'll have to quickly switch between characters to stay alive. As you cut through the zombie-infested streets, you'll take on bosses, save survivors, and earn cash that will allow you to upgrade your character's speed, weapons, and power-ups. Along with the 4-player co-op and dozens of levels, Zombie Apocalypse is the perfect game for anyone looking to put a hurtin' down on the undead. So pick it up on PSN or Xbox Live for $10. And finally, if you're in the market for sprawling space adventure, you'll need to warp into hyperspace with Fusion Genesis. In this galactic shooter, you start off as a simple asteroid miner, whose boss has been killed.
Yeah, I'm sure you're positively weepy that he bought it.
Soon, you find yourself in a futuristic galaxy on the verge of civil war between 5 factions. These groups are attempting to gain control of key areas of space, which ultimately means work for you. As you take on jobs, you'll earn credits, which enable you to purchase new ships, weapons, and upgrades. And guess what? You're gonna need them, because each mission will have different requirements, ranging from escort and recon to mining and infiltration, forcing you to adjust your ship's loadout accordingly. With a huge galaxy to explore, hundreds of ships, along with the main story and each faction's mini-campaigns, there is literally hours upon hours of gameplay for any would-be space explorer. Do yourself a favor and snag Fusion Genesis on Xbox Live for $10. Hey, just because you have to buy gifts for your loved ones doesn't mean you have to be a Scrooge to yourself, especially when you have these indie games. I tell ya, thanks, indie games.
Is that all? Just thanks? Okay.
Yeah,
Dylan!
I appreciate them. Thank you.
Thank you. TV Week is almost over on the holiday gift guide. Today, it's a super thin and internet-enabled Samsung.
Later on, Evan Peters from American Horror Story will haunt our segment.
Here's a question for you. Would you drink an entire carton of spoiled eggnog for a Christmas present of your choice under $100? You logged on to G4TV.com and told us what you thought. We'll have the results right after the break.
Not much.
The results are in, and about 53% of you said you would not drink an entire carton of spoiled eggnog for a Christmas present of your choice under $100. Head over to G4TV.com for more questions like this and tell us just how far you go.
It's an internet poll. They mean nothing. It's like a Fox News poll.
They would. Really?
And now, the Walter Cronkite of G4.
But easier on the eyes.
Oh, thank you. It's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
Soon, iPhone owners won't be the only people angrily yelling commands at their phones. Google is reportedly ready to release its own voice assistant for Android by the end of the year. Codenamed Majel after the actress who voiced the Federation computers in Star Trek, it's one of the first projects to come out of Google X, the company's top secret development team that's also working on self-driving cars. No word yet on what will happen when you put a Siri phone next to a Majel Android, but I really hope they get into a cell phone catfight. And if you've ever dreamed of moonlighting as an art thief, here's your chance to give it a shot and not get arrested. Street artist Banksy has placed a piece worth $15,000 in one of Melbourne, Australia's chain of art series hotels. So far, the only clue to the artwork's location is a short clip released online, and aspiring burglars have just 30 days to track it down and steal it. And if you get it, it's yours to keep. But it won't be easy. But on the plus side, if you get the print, it'll be real easy to write off that plane ticket to Australia. Also, that is the best hotel chain promotion ever. Yeah. They're smart. And finally, comedy geniuses and new web entrepreneur Louis C.K. has released sales data from his comedy concert experiment. He spent $200,000 to produce a special of all new material and made it available to stream or download without DRM for just $5. Well, as of late yesterday, he sold 110,000 copies and raked in over $500,000. That's more than $200,000 of profit. That sound you hear? Do you hear it?
Yeah?
Yeah. It's Louis Cash Register ringing in a new online business model.
That was a great one, Sarah.
What is wrong with me today? I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now back to Beauty.
Thank you.
And the Beast.
Thanks, Sarah. Good news, everybody.
What?
Martial arts with plenty of sex and nudity is up next.
Yeah! Better news.
What?
It's Chris Gore and Jeff Wong in the Asian Underground.
Chris, go.
Chris Gore here at Spin Fusion in Los Angeles, where DVDs travel from all over the world so I can discover them. It's time for Asian Underground. I'm joined, as always, by Asian cinema sensei, Jeff Wong. Now, Jeff, you brought us a mixed bag of goodness from the Far East today, starting with Gomon, which looks like kind of a hybrid CGI mixed with live action, and it looks incredible. Tell me about it.
Gomon is a movie based on a Japanese folk legend who's kind of like this Robin Hood character. In this particular story, he discovers that his former master was assassinated, so in seeking vengeance on those that assassinated his master, he goes on this warpath, but ultimately ends up saving the country.
And this film also kind of looks like a combination of CGI and live action.
Yeah, there's a lot of CGI in this film, but I think what makes it so good or works so well is the fact that it's very stylized. You have a lot of really well-designed, elaborate set pieces, elaborate costumes. The effects are kind of thrown in there just for effect, and what you end up with is this sort of visually stunning film.
So Jeff, Bohachi Bushido, Code of the Forgotten Ape, mixes nudity with martial arts. I already love it, but tell us what the story is.
Yeah, well, Bohachi Bushido follows the story of this sort of wandering Ronin who's fed up with the world and decides to kill himself. But he wakes up in the arms of two prostitutes amongst this organization who has forsaken all their virtues, and he ends up in the middle of this sort of gang war for control of the prostitution in the area.
Bohachi Bushido is actually a part of a genre known as the pink genre.
Bohachi Bushido actually fits right into the middle of the pink genre for the era of the 70s when the studios were doing so poorly that the only films that were making money were these sort of pink films. So major studios got involved, gave them a little bit more money than they're used to, and basically said, make whatever you want. You have these requirements. You have to have nudity. You have to have torture. They're basically sort of studio exploitation films.
Now, Baccano looks more like a movie than your traditional 2D anime series.
Yeah, Baccano is a television series that has sort of the cinematic feel where it jumps around from character to character, tells a bunch of different stories. It all follows in the same timeline of these 3 years during the Prohibition period, but you have alchemists and demons and mafia men. It's really this mixed bag of everything I like.
It's time for you to die.
A lot of anime, it kind of mixes things that shouldn't go together, like kids, guns, magic.
Yeah, I think this one in particular like takes that sort of standard and pushes it a lot further with the unconventional storytelling, with the jumping back and forth through time. Like the sequences of episodes don't always follow a linear path. So what you get is sort of like a Pulp Fiction type structure, and if it's something you like, then this kind of series would be something you'd really enjoy.
Thanks, Jeff. You are the Asian cinema master, always bringing me the good stuff. And we'll both be back for another edition of Asian Underground.
Thanks, Chris and Jeff.
Yeah. And thanks, Apps.
Santa baby, hurry down my chimney tonight.
What?
Looking for a super thin plasma that is packed with features? The Samsung 59D 8000 may be the answer. With a depth of only 1.5 inches, it's as thin as it is huge. Featuring Samsung's Smart Hub, you can access the internet and apps like Netflix and Hulu right from the television. Keep yourself entertained with Samsung's top-of-the-line model starting at $3,000.
Future Theater.
Yeah. Yeah. While a lot of manufacturers have moved away from plasma displays, Samsung is still hanging in there, coming out this year with the D8000 series. Now, this comes in 51, 59, and 64-inch sizes, and this right here is the 59-inch version.
That is the truth. Look,
Very big.
it's stylish, which I like. It's got the reduced silver and clear bezel all the way around.
It's very pretty.
It's a good size. It's big without being too big. The base is their 4-leg version. It's not our favorite. We'd rather have a solid base, but
I have the four.
that's what you get. Yeah. Are you a fan of that?
Nah.
Doesn't matter. Once it's down, right?
Yeah, I don't really care.
It weighs 67 pounds, but you can wall mount it, which is cool. It also has a glossy screen, but we didn't think that glare was a huge issue on this. Although the rest of the TVs from this week were matte. I think that's kind of the new trend.
Yeah.
You having fun with the swivel action there?
I got distracted. The remote that comes with this thing.
Candace, what are you watching on TV tonight? I don't know. I'm just going to swivel it.
Do you spy on me? How did you know?
Yeah, I do.
The remote that comes with this thing has more buttons than the space shuttle, and that goes to space.
No, not anymore, it doesn't. But
it used to.
Well, here's the thing. You might think that this is cluttered with buttons, but most of these like new TV remotes are 4 times as long for no apparent reason. So it's a nice compact design.
I love this remote.
And hey, by the way, look what's on the back side. The best side. Full QWERTY keyboard. Look at that. Type, 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 type. It's good for browsing the web or the App Store, and the little LCD will show you what you're typing there, which is pretty good.
All in one remote. So cool. Now, like yesterday's TV, this one features access to the web and apps through Yahoo's App Store. Yesterday's was very cluttered, but this one seems much cleaner. It
is. The Samsung, they've had the Smart Hub for a couple of years now. They've learned some lessons. You can access apps from the menu screen, and this TV has the most apps we've seen on any television set. It even has its own web browser. The web browser interface is a little on the clunky side, but it does have all the apps you'd expect to see, and of course the important ones. You have your Netflixes and your Hulu Pluses and your weather apps and news and all that fun stuff.
All of those.
Yep.
Now, this TV also features 3D capabilities, but with
Yeah.
active glasses, so you're going to have to charge them.
That
but
is
they're
true.
very light.
These are some of the best active glasses that I've
Really
seen.
like these.
You'll charge them with USB on the back. There's a simple switch for syncing, and they put all the weight in the rear. It's all in the back, so it's off the
like
bridge.
me.
Yeah, okay. But all the weight is off the bridge of your nose, which is nice. So they're not going to be as annoying for extended viewing periods. The 3D on the TV was great. It's some of the best we've actually seen. There was minimal ghosting. The 2D to 3D up conversion was subtle, and the result was better than most. The real star, though, is not the 3D. It's the 2D picture. It looks amazing.
Yeah, that's what I first noticed about this TV. How amazing it looked.
Yeah, and the swivel. We got that. It's a plasma, so you have really deep black levels. The colors really pop all around it. The color reproduction is amazing. It's really some of the best we've ever seen on Gadgetron. And the display is 600 hertz. Yesterday's TV was 120. Again, remember, the faster the refresh rate, the better the image is going to be. It refreshes at 20 times a second, so the motion blur on here is smoother than yesterday's TV with little to no artifacting. You won't notice it. Connecting a PC through VGA gave us exceptionally sharp and clear images.
Yeah, it did.
I was very excited for that. Another thing you'll notice, also, the viewing angle on here is nearly 170 degrees. So if you're trying to maximize space, you can really pack a lot of people
I
around it.
can see what's going on right here.
Yeah, glare will be a bit of an
Right
issue.
here,
What's
y'all.
going on? Describe the scene.
There's a man, a cowboy, and another cowboy. Oh, and some people coming on horses.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Which is common for cowboys to do. So clearly, it wasn't a lie. You could
It
clearly
wasn't.
see what was
I
happening
could
there.
see.
It was so descriptive.
Okay, shut up. This 59-inch Samsung PN59 D8000 can come
Such
to you
a
from
sexy
Santa's.
name.
They always
Yep.
are. Can come to you from Santa's workshop deep inside an Amazon.com warehouse for $1,800.
Yeah.
Right now, that is a lot of savings of nearly like half, right?
Yeah.
So at that price, what are we rating it?
5 out of 5. There's the dance. Don't miss it. The 2D image was one of the best we've ever seen. The 3D was great. Built-in Wi-Fi is nice. It's a nice touch. It's not necessary. If we had one complaint, it'd be that the remote isn't backlit.
That's okay.
Especially for having such a cool keyboard on it, but hey,
It's
we'll
still
forgive
a
it.
5 out of 5.
And then there we go. They get
All
the
right,
dance.
that's it for today's Gadgetron. Stay tuned. Evan Peters from American Horror Story will scare Kevin. Coming up next.
Yesterday, we gave you the chance to win a kick-ass Forza package that includes a copy of Forza Motorsports 4, a Forza Edition Xbox 360, and a wireless steering wheel. And the winner is Angela C. from Cortland, Ohio. Congratulations!
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Code. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
Listen, American Horror Story has more dead people than CSI Vegas, New York, and Hoboken combined.
Jeez.
Please welcome Evan Peters, everybody.
Yes.
Well, that really sets the tone, don't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a Hallmark Channel family special,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Good for kids.
Everybody's home for the holidays.
Yeah.
Someone's ODing in a tub. Your relationship with her is try to bring me up to speed if you can on this, because there are like probably 25 main characters in this thing, all with deep storylines that are intertwined. Is there a chart somewhere with photos and yarn going to each one like a Mad Men?
Yeah, I don't know. We're just in love, and she tried to kill herself. So I.
All right, yeah. Actually, you made it a lot simpler than I. Boy, you distilled it down to a tweet. Thank you for that. Now, there's more interplay there, right? There, didn't you have sex with a mother, but then you didn't,
did.
and you killed somebody else, and
I boned her mom, and got her pregnant. Yes.
Again, you managed to distill it right down. So how does that, and how do we go from that scene to you constantly wearing a head-to-toe gimp suit?
I don't really know. They just kind of told me I was the Rubber Man, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Don't ask too many questions when you show up.
No,
huh?
not really. And then, they tell you to lube up and put it on, and it's pretty nice.
How do I get this gig?
Yeah.
So you guys, you don't get the scripts way in advance, right? They don't want anybody to know what's really going on. And
No, we don't get it till, a couple times it was just the day before.
Okay, so it's
shooting.
the day before. You're like, okay, no, gotta read through the script. You flip the page, and does it say you're the Rubber Man in it?
Yeah, that was it. In the beginning, that was the first thing.
There was no phone call to ask if you were allergic to latex, or if you had any secret fetishes that they had to be aware of?
No, nothing. Well, they knew I liked leather, so.
Okay, good. And you head-to-toe Vaseline, or what's the process?
It's lube. It's like the oily, slick lube that you know.
That you shake before applying to an engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what you meant?
Exactly.
Yeah, then I'm very well aware of that.
Yeah. Just put it all over and then slip it on.
Is this a process that a team of... I'm fascinated by this, by the way, in a way that I probably shouldn't be. Is there a team of makeup artists there helping you head to toe? Is this a private thing that you do and then you slip into the outfit?
It's like you do the first half yourself because you're butt naked and you're lubing up, and then you put on the pants and then you get it up to the waist, and then you go outside. You're like, Eric! And Eric comes in. And he just pulls up the rest and zips up your back and
is Eric someone that you found on Craigslist? Like a casual encounter section?
No, he's a wardrobe guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. He's an art department dude. He's just really friendly.
Yeah.
He warms his hands up first. He's a gentleman. You guys wrapped about a week ago or so?
Yeah.
And so what is downtime for you? Are you still rocking the latex suit wherever you go? Or?
As much as I can, but I'm just
you and Eric just hanging out at the pier?
Yeah. I don't know, just like playing video games and
what are you rocking
music.
these days?
I'm trying to beat Gears of War 3, but I keep getting in a... Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're in good company here.
Okay, cool.
Are you playing online and getting killed by 12-year-olds left and right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the worst?
It's so annoying. It's like, it makes me want to not play anymore.
Yeah. Makes you want to rip off the suit in anger and then, Eric! Dry me off!
Yeah.
I'm covered in KY and rage!
Yeah. Yeah, that and I make music too.
Yeah? What tools are you? Logic, you Pro Tools, Reason, GarageBand?
Reason and record, yeah.
So that's a serious thing.
Yeah, I'm making a rap song right now.
About latex? About Eric?
No. It's called I'll Tap.
When does the single drop?
Next year after the holidays.
Love it. We will look forward to it. Please come on back, perform it, gimp suit or not. We'd love to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Pleasure to chat with you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. You guys can catch a new episode of American Horror Story on FX tonight. now over to Candace.
Thanks. It's time to attack these Hasbro toys. It's a fact. No toy shop is worth having unless you have the one and only Optimus Prime. This Autobot behemoth is the single biggest Optimus Prime figure ever. In power-up mode, it extends to a full 22 inches. This Optimus also has an array of battle sounds and original voice work from Peter Cullen, plus it boasts an Ultimax glowing super cannon. So, kick some Decepticon ass for a cool 80 bucks. Yeah. Maybe you want a toy that's equally as badass, but a little more realistic. If so, join up with G.I. Joe and this. And this paratrooper action figure to recognize the real American heroes who defend our country on a daily basis. This 12-inch Army paratrooper figure is a detailed marvel. It has a functional heavy-duty parachute with its packed with accessories like a tactical assault rifle, pistol, and combat knife. Look at this thing. Hey. Drop in any Warzone for only $25. Do I have another one? Okay, can I hold on to this? Okay. And finally, if you need to round out your G.I. Joe collection and really want to deliver death from above, then I present to you the G.I. Joe Sky Striker Combat Jet. Take to the skies with Captain Ace and his F-14 style jet with actual launchable missiles. And yes, it actually comes with a mini Captain Ace. Because who else is gonna fly the damn thing? Hit the skies for only 40 bucks, a small price to pay for the tactical advantage, right? Right. Foreheads, brace for being slapped in disgust. Great moment. Kevin! Great moments of de-evolution is next.
I just love how your ankles are literally tied up. Like, it's not like any method to that madness. Would you say this is a highlight of the internship?
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Miko Hughes, star of the upcoming zombie flick Remains, will be here to cleanse our studio of the undead. Then we rate the 70-inch Sharp Aquos TV on Gadgetron. 70 inches, people! Seriously! And Morgan Webb is here with a preview of the long-awaited MMO, Star Wars The Old Republic, in Game Break. May the Force be with her. See it tomorrow.
Yo, what up, Twitter wall? What up? You want to read one?
Kafka stole my Bic. Trying to explain to the GF.
It's either a misspelling of a lady's razor or we ran out of characters for Kafka stealing someone's bike, right?
Maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
All right, trying to explain to the GF why I like AOTS, and she walks in while they do a close-up of Candace Bailey Pride's chest. Keep it classy.
Yeah!
What are you talking about?
Y'all
are doing a oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all are doing that right now. I'm so embarrassed.
I was gonna put a Dorito in him. If this, I mean...
Kevin, I'm hungry. Oh, much better, thank you.
What are we doing today? What are we really doing today? Does anybody know? It doesn't really matter. Oh. You got some...
I got cheese everywhere.
Guess what? If you're on the Twitter wall right now, you're getting all of the Hasbro toys that Candace told you about in Attack This just mere minutes ago. You're getting Optimus Prime, the G.I. Joe Paratrooper, and the Striker Jet. If you want to be a part of our show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or use...
The hashtag?
Yeah, what is it?
AOTS.
There you go.
Thanks for pulling through for me. And now it's time to pull up a chair.
Yeah, you got a front row seat to the end of civilization.
I do. Oh, well.
First up.
We have a heftier gentleman who makes interesting use of a few rat traps.
By interesting, of course, we mean insanely stupid.
Ooh, puppy.
I want to get this.
Nothing.
Hold on. Hold on.
Idiots!
I thought Andy Milonakis' show was canceled. I thought that was done.